Okay, thank you.
Deyane ekrane. Yasmagu before toka kagame menya pakazo etish. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Sunday Adelaja here. Welcome, welcome, welcome back today to another day of creative and innovative hour with myself and Sola Adele. So we are going to be happy to see you, to be with you today, and I hope that you are all going to be encouraged by another program that we're doing now. Please go and call on your friends and family members. Whoever is there, go and tag as many people as possible. It's creative and innovative hour. And if you know as many people as might be interested in that, please go call on them. This program is to encourage Africans that are in diaspora and back at home to grow in innovation and in creativity and in invention, so that they will be able to use technology to develop Africa. We believe that we can turn things around in Africa, especially through the instrumentality of technology. So technology is a big thing, and we have started this time with this particular topic, with this particular platform. So this platform, and Sola is going to tell us more about it, is going to be acting as a hub that we will use to gather together all stakeholders, the way people say in Nigeria, or people who might be interested in developing technology in Africa and bringing about African development in general. So I'm going to introduce right now my partner and my friend and my brother on this passion, on this subject, Sola Adele. Hello, Sola.
How you doing, sir? Can you hear me clearly?
Hello, Sola, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we do now.
Okay.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself, sir?
Doing fine, doing very fine.
All right. Welcome to our viewers. I want to thank you for having me again on here today.
Yeah,
to talk about this issue.
What was the greetings you were giving me before the show? I wanted to make a joke about that.
There you go. Yeah, I was saying Happy Father's Day because that's what we're doing in America today.
First of all, before I could accept that greetings, you've got to prove to me that there is a need for a Father's Day. If you want to say Father's Day for grandfathers and grandparents, then I understand it. Also, if you want to say Father's Day and it doesn't have to do with religion, then I might accept it a little bit. But even then, you have to prove to me who qualifies to accept and receive this particular greeting.
Well, for me, there are a lot of traditions and customs in America, and you pick and choose which one you want to go with. For example, we have a Halloween, which I don't do anything about. I don't follow it or whatever. But Father's Day, to me, is like, okay, it's a greeting. It's a day they just recognize fathers. Some are no fathers, but everybody just, it's a kind of celebration. And
yeah, because it's going to
bandwagon.
I understand it when they say Mother's Day. I appreciate that better than when it is Father's Day.
Right.
And the reason, if it is your biological children that are greeting you and are congratulating you on Father's Day, I think I could understand that as well. But just as a tradition is what I have problem with.
Well, well, you are the one that is grounded, and you will tell us, you will teach us. You know what I mean.
Okay,
You will
for
teach
example,
us your understanding.
okay, let me teach you my understanding. Will you now say
Uh,
Happy Father's Day to somebody that goes around from one town to the other, getting people impregnated and having children everywhere? What Father's Day will you tell that one? Will you be encouraging him to say he's a father?
no, no, no.
Five, five,
That guy won't
five,
get the happiest Father's Day.
five different children from 5 women in 5 cities and 5 states? Is that Happy Father's
No,
Day
that
to
kind of
him?
person won't get the happy Father's Day. No way.
Well, they have not defined that to me. That's why I'm asking the question first before I accept the greetings.
Right, right. I understand you. You're a very observant person when it comes to stuff like that. So
Yeah, I'm very intentional. Not just when it comes to stuff like that. I'm very
right,
intentional when it comes to everything.
yeah.
Not just when it comes to stuff like that, though. When it comes to
You're very
everything,
purposeful.
very purposeful. That's why I wrote the book, How to Be in the Here and Now. You've got to be in the here and now. Be in conscious mind, in the conscious mind all the
Well,
time.
well, that's why we're following you, right?
So when somebody had tried to congratulate me today to say Happy Father's Day, said I want to say on what basis, and the person couldn't tell me
Right,
anything. On what basis? He couldn't tell me anything. But when my son, my biological son, wrote me to say Happy Father's Day, I didn't challenge that because
right,
at least I can understand where he's coming from. Then when my wife and my daughter said the same thing, I could understand. But for you to tell me that, you've got to prove to me that I'm a father to you, even if it is spiritually. You've got to prove
right,
to me that I've done something in your life that will make me to be qualified to be to the status of a father. But if I've not done anything to you and for you that is worthwhile, that is qualifiable, and that is that could be substantiated,
right.
why do you do that? Why do you flatter me? Why do you want to flatter?
Okay.
Why do you want to flatter me?
I think I understand your standpoint now. The person has to there has to be some sense of value or qualification the person brings to the table to qualify as a father. Before he's given that title or that, he gets to that level of being called a father. I understand. Yeah, that's valid. I understand.
But in our
Right,
tradition, where we are coming from, and not just our tradition, in most countries, people don't think as deep. People just, they just go with the flow.
right. That's
They
true.
just follow the crowd.
That's true.
So going to our topic today, that's why we are not following the crowd. Can you tell the people the idea we have for this platform as a hub?
Oh, okay. Uh, well, before I go into that, let me read my thoughts quickly in
Yes.
30 seconds.
Okay, go
Well, I
ahead.
kind of like titled today's topic. Welcome everybody for questions, everything you've been doing, contacting us. Appreciate you all. I call it kind of like call to action, and these
Yes,
are my thoughts.
please.
Because we believe in DSA's vision for Africa, which God has directed him. Just
Hey, my dear, I'm going to stop you on that one. It's like
go ahead.
Shola is shocked a little bit, eh?
I put on the brakes. That's
Sorry?
I put on my brakes.
Okay. Because you said something.
Yeah,
You mentioned something very good. You said, because I believe in DSA's vision for Africa, which God has directed him, just like our mentor DSA. Now, that kind of troubles me.
right.
Because why should you be referring to me? I'm not a big shot. It's not DSA's vision. It's our vision.
Right.
maybe if you want to mention my name by all means, that it started with me, that is good. But you could just say, just like our vision with DSA, you don't remove yourself. You are the big man here. So and not just not just you and other people that are going to join us. It's not about DSA, it's about you, me, and all other people. So our vision, if you want to, you don't even need to mention DSA there. My vision together, DSA and every one of you, or our vision, that removes the trouble. Don't go. I don't want you to be putting me on the pedestal. Oh. You want to begin to treat me like a Nigerian. So I have the right to correct you because you are now an American. Right. And because you are an American, right, I have the right to correct because you know exactly what I'm talking about. If it is a Nigerian now,
I know it.
If it is a Nigerian now, they'll begin to say, no, no, daddy, papa, no, no. But you should know what I'm talking about.
I quite understand what.
Sola, you know what it means? Like in Africa, you see people going to the stage.
Right.
If there are going to be 15 people who go to the pulpit to talk, everybody has to refer to GO somehow. Oh, GO could pray. Right. Oh, GO did this. Oh, the God of GO. That's the kind of thing we don't want to, we don't have time for that. Everybody has a vision. It is the vision for you. It is my vision. It is everybody's vision. So we are team members. We are friends. We carry the burden for Africa together. And not only DSA has this vision for technological revival and innovation in Africa. It's everybody. It's me, it's you, right. And if not for you, I wouldn't have been doing what I'm even doing. So it's not DSA's vision. It is your vision, it is my vision, it is all of us' vision.
All right. Yeah, I quite understand what you're saying. And you are just a special man, man. Boy, you are just a special man. The thing is, it's been my practice whereby I kind of like take attention away from myself. Anything I'm doing, I try to take attention away from myself.
Wait.
Expecting that.
You are very smart. So you are taking the attention away from yourself and you are putting it on me, eh?
And I see that you're a master of that act already.
You don't go kill.
Just like Jesus.
You don't go kill man, no.
Jesus always takes attention away from himself and put it to the Father.
Yes.
So I understand that lesson in humility, whereby it's not about me. I talk about other people, but I see that you're a master, so I have to tread very carefully with you. I have to. Well, and that's great. That's a great quality with you, And working with you now, I'm getting to learn more every day. This is something I'm learning now. That it hit me in the face. I've learned my lesson, and I know what to do going forward.
So it has to be our. Everywhere you put the essay, I make you go remove them.
Got it. I got it. Okay. All right, like I was saying, this is pretty much a call to action. Viewers, if you're listening, this is a call to action, and just like the vision we all have for Africa, and we believe in acting out what we believe, because that is the only way we can bring change to the world around us.
Yes.
This program was started on June the 3rd as an extension of the vision to Africa. And it is already expanding, as promised. Sorry, it is already expanding. I'm reading from a text now. It's already expanding. As promised, we said we want to bring together all people of African descent to connect and work together for the upliftment of our people out of the mental slavery which religion, tradition, and ignorance have kept us for too long.
Right.
And bring Africa from Nigeria to all parts of Africa and those in diaspora to make Africa a shining light, a great contributor to the development of the world. So like we said, we talked about the hub. Today we want to present to you, our viewers, what we call DSA African Creative and Innovation Community. We have formed this community on Facebook, and we are open to membership. Everybody from all parts of the world, we are open. Let us work together. And we call this a hub. I'm giving us an overview now. We call it a hub. What is the meaning of a hub? A hub is something that is in the middle of your bicycle wheel, or is in the middle of your wheel system of your car, where everything revolves around it. Everything is connected to it. So we want everybody to be connected. You know, when you go to China, China has their own Facebook, they have their own Alibaba, they have all kind of stuff. They don't only depend on America to do things. So we want to come together and help ourselves as well. Even though we use Facebook, we use American things, which is great, but we also have to come together, work together, and offer something to the world. So this group is formed as a hub to connect people of African descent, inventors, innovators, investors, philanthropists, intellectuals of all fields, doctors, lawyers, engineers, to name a few, and resource persons, with the common goal of volunteering their resources towards the execution of the vision, for the upliftment of Nigeria and the African continent. This community is also home to those with their unique mission to Africa. Some people have great plans, dreams, mission to Africa. This is going to be a hub. It's a connecting place where everybody comes together to work together, and it's a place to connect with like minds for the benefit of our dear continent. We believe no one should be in isolation. When great minds connect, the world becomes a better place. So I kind of like coined,
when you call it a hub and a community, yes. Oh, your sound, you have to reduce your sound over there. Okay.
Gotcha, yeah.
When you call it a hub and a community, does that mean that the people who are watching us and who are qualified, they will actually be able to interact with us as in a community and as in a hub, or you are just you are just calling the platform a hub, or there is actually a community, a place of interaction that has been created, a group that has been created?
Yeah, well, what I meant as a community is that we're bringing people that want to offer their resources for the projects, for the things we want to do in Africa. So for that reason, it becomes a hub to connect one to another. But when we come together and we are a hub that connects, we have formed a community whereby it's some, you know how a community functions, that everybody
but
looks out for each other.
What I mean is that maybe you didn't get my question. What I mean is, right, if it is a community or a hub, are we going to have like a Facebook community or a group where we are actually going to be interacting like a community or like a hub, or we are just going to have this platform where we just relate to each other on comments and in comment sessions, or we are going to actually have a closed group where we will actually be a community of innovators, of inventors, like you have said, of philanthropists, sponsors, intellectuals, resource people? Are we going to all have a closed group, a Facebook group, or we are just going to be connecting through the comment section here?
Right. What we formed actually is a closed group. It's a closed group where you have to join. Everybody is free to join, but one of the qualifications of joining is that you want to give. You're not there to solicit for funds.
So you have to be qualified. You've got to be qualified.
Yes.
No.
You've got to be qualified. That is your qualification.
No, Sola, you just said you will not be soliciting for fund. No. I said I don't think that is accurate. People have to come to solicit for fund too, but there must be bases. Okay, for example, let's say I come with a project, or somebody comes with a project or innovation, an invention.
Right.
And he's saying, I
Right.
need sponsorship or partners, help me find partners, or I want to introduce my app or my startup and I need sponsors. Those, we are going to let them solicitate for funds if they have the product that they want to promote or sell. But if they don't have
Right.
any fund, any products, or if they don't have any product or good or services that they are bringing to the table, then there is no need to solicitate and be calling for funds. I don't know if we are on the same table on this.
Exactly. Exactly. What you said is 100% correct. Maybe I didn't put it the way people will understand as clearly as you have put it. Yeah, we are bringing people on board. We're inviting everybody to come on board that wants to do one thing or the other. You have a project, you have things you want to do. So it is the place, just like I mentioned, it is the place where inventors, people that have ideas, meet people that have funds, because like I said, there are inventors there, there are investors there, there are philanthropists there, there are resource persons there. So you will connect to funds through the platform. But what I was trying to say is that don't come with the mindset that you're coming just to get funds. You are coming to do great things, and you will connect to funds. That is for sure. You are going to connect to funds. We're going to meet. That is everything you need as regards you building your project, bringing your invention to life, doing whatever you want to do. You are a resource person. You are needing some skills. You are needing some talent. Whatever you want, you will get it on the hub. Finances, contacts, meet intellectual, educate people, things that are happening all over the world. For example, in the field of science, the first thing that happens in Silicon Valley, you get that information, you share it with the community immediately. People can get, benefit from it. So I kind of like coined the hub and community. We're just starting now. So everything will not be as perfect as we want it. So there will be changes, improvements, and all that. That is why we have team members joining us. So I kind of like coined it, and I called it DASIC. DASIC, that is DSA, African Creative and Innovation Community, DASIC. So we call it a hub because we believe this is what is needed in Africa.
Is that the name? Is that the name for it? Is that the title for it or the name for it on Facebook?
Yeah, the title is DSA. Everybody listen now. The title is DSA African Creative and Innovation Community. So if you put abbreviate that, it gives you DASIC.
Which is DACIC. Okay, DACIC. So if they want to if they want to search now on Facebook and they say DACIC, can they just put that in DACIC and they will be able to get us on Facebook?
Okay, we have not coined it like that. This just came to me yesterday when I was looking at it. They have to type in the whole title, DSA African Creative and Innovation Community. They have to type it like that to find it.
Not one word.
Maybe by tomorrow we can.
Not one word, but all together. These are different words.
All together.
So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. DSA, African Creative and Innovative Community. So if they put that right now on Facebook and search for that, they can be able to join the group. But we have to.
Yes, sir.
I understand we have to find out. We have to cross-check. We have to allow them. We have to permit them before they could join, right?
Yes. Just 3 questions. They're just going to answer 3 questions and they'll be let in.
Okay. So because we don't want to just we don't just want to have a crowd. We want it to be a close group, right? Of people who are really qualified.
Right. Okay. That's right.
Okay.
We want people that they kind of like understand the vision, the purpose of joining the group.
The way we did it with movement against deception is that we wrote movement against deception in the church and put in front of it Madik. So
Okay,
we can
yeah,
do the
so
same
we'll
thing
do
here.
something like that.
Yes, yes.
If the viewers can see, this is what it looks like, so you know what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. It's not very visible. I think Babu should have that photograph or something. Do we have it?
Yeah, if we can put it on screen.
Yeah, we are going to try to put it on screen. Can you try to put it on screen? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we are expecting people to join as we are speaking now. We have the about, that is the purpose of the group. We have all kind of things that people will understand, you know, what they are getting into. So as I was saying, we have a teenager, like, I'm talking about the reason why this group exists. We have a teenager like Kevin Doe. I don't know how many people know who Kevin Doe is.
Is that the guy from?
On YouTube.
Is that the guy from Sierra Leone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Kevin Doe, and we have Richard Turere. Kevin Doe is just at the age of 9 or 10 in Sierra Leone. He was just living, kind of like living off the land. That is, the place is just more like a dump where he lives.
Right.
So what he did was he was going through the trash. He was going through the trash, and he had this mind that he can create something, getting scrap metals, plastic and all that. And before you know it, this young man created a radio station. He put together transistor radio and set up a radio station, and they started calling him DJ Focus. Not only that, to power his radio station, he was able to use scrap metal. It's all over Africa. In Nigeria, you see youth just running around. That's the kind of person he was.
He created his own radio station and created his own electricity plant to power it. And this was a 9-year-old to 11-year-old baby. And I'm saying, but in Nigeria, we are graduating thousands of engineers every day.
Yes.
We are graduating thousands of engineers every year from our schools, and none of them everybody is still waiting for NEPA. They are still waiting for electricity and for the government, instead of them to just, use their knowledge. This is a boy that is 9-year-old that is just, living in the street basically, and is able to come up with it. And our people who are not able to, who are finishing engineering are not able to do it. That is so sad.
Yeah, and not only that, you see people, a lot of people in Africa, and especially in Nigeria, because that would be my test case. That's where I've been. That's where I know about. People overlook people like that. They just see them as numbers on the street. But this boy created a radio station. The people in the community knew about him. He powered his own radio station by himself. At the end of the day, before you know it, this boy was on YouTube, and he was invited to TEDx. He was in America. He came to America. He was received in the airport like a celebrity. He went to speak to Harvard University students about engineering. He met Chelsea Clinton. You guys need to type Kevin Doe and just listen to his story. This is from Sierra Leone, back there in Africa. We think nothing is happening, but there are so many Kevin Does there. Then the next person is Richard Turere. Richard Turere is from Kenya. He's of the what do you call this tribe, that the
Maasai.
The Maasai. He's from the Maasai tribe. This boy wasn't going to school. Maybe he was, but basically this boy spent his time with cattle, protecting his father's cattle all over the place. So the cattle of his dad was close to where the National Reserve was, where you have zebras, and the zebras cross into their own land, and the lions follow them. Before you know it, the lions come inside and devour their own cattle. They wake up in the morning, lions have eaten their cows. So this boy, at the age of, I think he was 12 years old, he saw this as a problem. He tried to use fire to chase away the lions. No way. Then one day he said he had a flashlight, which we call torchlight in Nigeria. He had the torchlight, and he was kind of looking through the bush at the night. The lions saw the torchlight and they ran away. the idea came to this boy. These are the kind of people we're creating this hub for. The idea came to him. This boy went back home, broke apart a transistor radio that his mom beat him for. He broke apart this transistor radio, got solar panel, got light from motorcycles, because motorcycle lights usually blink when they are turning. He put this thing together, set it up on his father's fence. And what was the invention doing? Can you hear me?
Very well. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. So he set this up on the fence of his dad's property. What happened to that? When the lions now come in the speech, he said lions are clever. When he tried to put a scarecrow there, the lions will come the first day, look at the scarecrow, and run away. The next day they will come back, look at the scarecrow, they'll say, oh, this is not human. They will bypass the scarecrow, go in and still kill the cattle. But when he put this his invention on the fence, when the lions are coming in the night, these lights that he put together, powered by solar, they will flash. They will flash in different places. So to the lion, the lion feel like this boy or whoever is guarding the property is moving with lights all over the place. So before you know it, for the next 2 years, no lion came to his father's property. His neighbors started asking him to help them, and before you know it, all over Kenya, they are using his invention to chase away wild animals. So no need to kill the lions, and the lions cannot kill their cattle. That is how he too found himself. He said he used to see plane fly through his father's farm. And today, years later, he was taken in the airplane. I think he came to the US or somewhere in the West, and he was making a presentation just like the other boy. So these are the kind of people. It can be in Ethiopia, it can be in Nigeria, in anywhere. We are looking for people that have this kind of mind. So to go ahead, it said, along with the vision, we believe no one should struggle to survive in isolation, especially when they have great minds. Especially when they have great minds. DACIC, that is DACIC, that is DSA, Africa Creative and Innovation Community, is a place where the young and old inventors, innovators, business leaders, entrepreneurs, philanthropists, intellects in all fields can connect for the purpose of helping our dear continent, Africa. We want to become the community where everyone looking for talent and resources will come to. So whatever you need, where people wanting to grow a company, they go to Silicon Valley. They want to do this, they want to meet this expert, they go to Silicon Valley. In Africa, we should have a place where everybody can come to and get what they need. So we want to become the community where everyone looking for talent and resources will come to. Information from the world of science, technology, innovation are welcome to be posted. So you're free to post anything that is going to benefit the community, anything that's going to benefit everybody in that platform.
Let me just add a little bit to that. When it comes to posting and why we need a community and a hub like this, let me tell you the story, the way we I'm sure you've heard the fact that I was able to raise up to over 200 millionaires in US dollars here in Ukraine. And this,
I heard it.
Okay, the strategy is very similar to what we are going to apply here. And that's why everybody that is listening to us, this is important that you pay attention why we need a community. So everybody that is coming to this community must have minimum requirement, either as an inventor, an innovator, or somebody that has ideas. You must have something that you are bringing to the table. Now, once you have this thing that you are bringing to the table, you can join the community. Now, as a member of the community that has an idea, an innovation, or finances, or an app or a startup, so once you have something, you are a member. So we have more senior colleagues that will be there. So what we know is that we know what everybody can do because they have filled out their form or their to join. So we know what they can do. So because we know what they can do, and they have and the experiences that they have. So we know the financiers, we know the entrepreneurs, we know the the people who have the money, who have connection and anything. So everybody uses their experience, their connection, and their resources to empower every other person. So, for example, when it comes to the area of finances, what we did in Ukraine is that the one person that has been able to get a patent, for example, will help all other people get patent. Secondly, one person that has been able to commercialize and go through the process of commercializing and retailing or selling, producing a product, will also show all other people and will come and do a training and teaching and mentoring and on how every other person too could release their product into the market. And then another person that has access to platforms where people could be promoted will also come with this platform and offer that for everybody, that they will be promoted. Just like what I'm doing now, that I'm using my platform that I've created here, all my years, 20, 30 years of ministry, that is giving me the platform to be able to gather people from all over the world. I'm offering it for free for the rest of the world to use, for anybody to come and use it to come to whatever God wants them to do. So also the same principle we will teach and encourage everybody on this platform to be using. That all your experiences and everything, this is the kingdom way. This is love. This is the way to be able to create and multiply, people like you, of your kind. People, businessmen, inventors, innovators. And, this is how we are able to, raise up in their thousands. In a very short time, we'll be able to create success, the next generation of Bill Gates and Steve Jobs from this platform. So if you have not yet shared this message, as you are watching right now, I will encourage you to go share the message. Share. Go share the message right now and go and share in your timeline and share in the inboxes of your friends and of the people you know. Go and put this message in their inboxes, because, they might just be beneficiaries from this. And you might want to not just share and put in inboxes. You might want to actually, call a few people and tell them to watch this program, because it might be what they have been praying for. While other people are praying, we are providing the opportunity. So God might actually be answering your prayers, and you might not be aware of it. But you might be an answer to somebody else's prayer if you share the program with them and you let them be aware of what is actually going on here. Please, Sola.
Yes, sir. To add to what you're saying, I've been on your blog and I've seen a lot of work that is on there. I even remember registering my own skills on that blog, because you were doing something where you were accepting people and asking them, what do you want to do in Africa? What do you want to do in Nigeria as we go? Give us your skills, fill out this form, let us know. So this is something you have been doing already. And this platform, if I can add to it, is more like just a real-time solution, a real-time vehicle, where in the real time, somebody in any part of Africa can just type something, post it on there. For example, Dr. Sunday receives thousands of letters every day. But now you have a group, a team working with Dr. Sunday on this platform, that somebody can type a letter, type a note or a message on this group, and the admin members will see it. They know where to pass this note to. They know who to call, who to connect with. Like someone last week, during the show, someone said, I want to be part of this. I have 3 projects in Africa. I saw this person. I connected with the lady, and we will be talking this week, because this is someone that has a project going on already. They might need some talents. They might need some collaboration with people. So the community is going to be the hub where everybody comes together, everybody meets. And already DSA has been doing it in the past, and he is bringing his wealth of knowledge and everything that is working. everything that is working, we're bringing it to the platform for people to join. Join. Those of you that know that you have a mission to Africa, you have something to offer, join. We are going to be bringing up, there will be a lot of projects coming up. Some people will have projects that you have skill to help them execute. Then there might be some, for example, the other day, some people were saying, I can do video editing, I can do this, I can do that. There's a connection there. For example, if you don't mind, let me share how my company right now operates.
Yes.
My company that is called Ambinet.
Yes,
This is how it operates. It operates more like a network like this. Okay, we have emergency medical technicians in the United States, that is EMTs that work on the ambulance. Then we have ambulance services, that is private ambulance services in America. Our platform, our company it's an online real-time platform for people working on the ambulance and ambulance companies to connect. For example, now, because of how dynamic the EMS profession is in the US, you don't have to work, that is, you can work in 2 companies. And not only that, even the days you are off, because you have all the licenses that is required to work on the ambulance, any ambulance company can call you at any time and say, can you help us transport this patient from this point to this point? So what we do is that we create that network where somebody is at home today not doing anything, but it feels like earning some money. It feels like making $100. It feels like making $150. What does he do? He has a profile on our company's platform, on our website. He has a profile there. Who he is a medic. He's been a medic for so time. He's been certified. He's been verified. So a company needs a medic to say, hey, come and help us take this patient from this point to this point. We don't have the staff to do it. But there are medics all over the city. How do we reach them? They now use our company, and once they call us, we will post that job. We'll post that job, say, hey, there's a job today to move a patient from this point to this point, at this time to this time. This is what you're going to be paid. Medics on our platform, over 150 of them, they will see the posting. They'll say, oh, I'm free today, I can do that job. They pick it up, call the company, and the job is done. So every day we connect people like that, and there's nothing like it. So it's more like, if some of you that know LinkedIn, some of you know Fiverr, some of you know some companies like Uber. We have care.com that connects caregivers to people, families that need caregivers for their kids. So it's basically the way the world is now, where people are connecting with one another for development. So that is what we are trying to do on this platform, and I am so honored, I'm so humbled that DSA will allow me to be part of this project. So we are starting small, but we see a really great future. For all those that are coming to Nigeria with DSA, wanting to do one thing or the other, this is now the place for you to show your skills. This is now the place for you to make yourself visible. You have filled the forms, you have done this, you have done that, but you might not know it. You come on the platform, you get connected with one thing or the other, and you now be the one that is the investor we're looking for. You not be the one that is the philanthropist we're looking for, based on the fact that you got connected, God scaled you to another level, and the kingdom is moved forward, and Africa is blessed in the long run.
Beautiful, beautiful. Go ahead. There are some questions, right, that came in over the week, or you get there to that one later.
Yeah, I can get to questions now. And there are some questions that DSA only you can answer.
Yes, just go ahead and announce them.
Okay, these ones actually are questions that I put together, because from the list of all the questions I've been getting, I kind of some of them are all similar, so I kind of compress them and just
no problem
itemize them.
Good job.
Yes. So the first one is this. He said, what is the first hurdle for a person with or without an innovative mind will face trying to be like you and others well known in the world? So what's the first hurdle?
That's a question to you, though.
Okay. well, the first hurdle you will face as an innovative person, usually the first one, especially when you live in Africa, which is commonplace, is going to be lack. You're going to lack what it takes to, to take your innovation or invention to the next stage, to the next level. But if you do not have an innovative mind, your hurdle is now the time that you waste. That would be your first hurdle. That is, if you think you don't have an innovative mind, everybody has an innovative mind. But if you think you don't have an innovative mind, the hurdle you're going to face, the first one is time, the time you waste. The time you waste. I watched Dr. Sunday and Mayowa, your video, Welcome Back Mayowa. I watched that video. And all what Mayowa was talking about and Dr. Sunday was about, what did you see? She was talking about all the things she observed in all the countries she went to. She was studying the things that were going on. In Africa, we are so fast, not only fast paced, we are preoccupied by the wrong things. We don't settle down to take time and observe what is going on around us. So the first hurdle a person without an innovative mind is going to face, trying to be like myself, or which I'm even not significant like Dr. Sunday, Bill Gates, all the other people, the first hurdle you're going to face is the waste of time and lack of the ability to observe things around you. God made things for us to observe to make us know how things work. So, but for you that has an innovative mind, your hurdle is going to be lack. But you don't have to give up. It's going to be challenges. There's going to be a hurdle is a barrier. You cannot give up. And this is one thing, for example, Steve Jobs and Wozniak, these two guys that built Apple computers, when they started Apple computers, they looked so haggard. Somebody said they were even smelling. These people were smelling. That is, they come to the office, the way they look, and they were smelling. So, but these people didn't give up. They didn't give up until Apple is formed and we know the whole story. So you don't have to give up. You have to face your dreams. And another thing is you have to write things down. Always write things down. Always write stuff down. Dr. Sunday, that is a mentor, all he's done is write his ideas down and implement it. So these are the orders you have to knock out of the way. That's my response to that. I don't know if you have something to say to that.
Yes, I would like to respond and add a little bit to that. I would think that some of the hurdles that you face, the most important hurdle would be the fact that Satan would like you to be busy trying to work for survival in the meanwhile. Because that is Uncle Sam. Satan will try to make you to be busy working for survival, striving for survival, trying to provide for your family, instead of you to squarely face your calling and be more, proactive in your innovative abilities and capacities. So, what you have to do about that is that you have to consciously and intentionally disengage yourself from a lot of jobs or opportunities just to work for money. So it's better to work for your gift, for your talent, for your product, rather than for money. So what you can do also is that you know that you are working a certain hours every day, but you must also try to work similar hours, almost the same amount of hours or a little bit less hours on your vision, on your calling. So let's say you are working for 8 hours a day. Try to dedicate and to devote 4 hours at least or 6 hours to just come back home and isolate yourself and, bury yourself in the library or in the laboratory where you need to do your work and where you need to, develop your skills until you are perfected yourself to be able to to be able to present a product to the world. So that vanity is the biggest challenge everybody will have to face. Now, vanity comes and frivolities, vanity will come in different form. But most important form of frivolity and vanity is in trying to survive. The need for survival, takes over your original calling and your original mandate from God. So because there seems to be a legitimate reason for wanting to survive, because you have a wife, you have a husband, you have a child, you have children, you've got to pay your bills. So those are like the excuses that Satan will use to kind of distract you and take you away from the very same thing that God intended you to become. So that is another one. There might be other. Let me touch on another thing. Another hurdle you might face in life is your family. Your family members will, as an inventor that is, your family members will try to tell you to do the conventional things, to just be busy doing everything everybody else is doing. Go to do this, go to church, go to work, go and visit party, go and visit relatives, go to this place, go to that place. But if you are a real inventor, you will discover that real inventors, they don't like, socializing too much. Because if you are going to spend all your life socializing, going to this party, going to that party, going to see these relatives, that relative, and going to all this engagement and all these things that family people want you to do, you would never really become an inventor and, a successful innovator. Another hurdle that you might face in life will be church. Church will try to tie you down and convert you into their puppet. Come and be an usher today, come and be in choir tomorrow, come and be assistant pastor here, come and be driver there tomorrow, and all kind of frivolous things that are not really, leading you in the area of your primary calling. So these are some of the things you have to be careful about. Then the next one I might want to talk about is the fact that once you, even if you overcome these ones, another hurdle you might face is the temptation to be in a hurry, to want to present your goods or your product to the world before it is perfected and before it is competitive enough. So that is another challenge, because you might need the money, or you might need the recognition, or you might need to do something fast and quick to one that will be pushing you and tempting you. You might be thinking, this thing could make money, and there are nobody here. But so you just need to show more patience in that sense, and keep on perfecting your skills, and keep on perfecting the goods and the product that you are producing. Now, probably the most important challenge you are going to face is to find financiers, to find financiers and people that will be ready to finance you. That might be the most important challenge and order that you face. But but thanks to this new platform that that we just opened, the DSA African Creative and Innovative Community, that problem, by the grace of God, we believe is going to be resolved, because we are going to have people here already that would know how to find money and how to find financiers for your project. They will not give you money, but they will finance your startups and your innovations and your projects. So that's why you need to perfect it, because there might be better products out there, or you need to have the originality. Now this is it. Yeah. Now I see the let it be. Pakaji Insurance. I see the site. That is the Facebook page. That is the Facebook page. DSA African Creative and Innovation Community. So if you go to Facebook and look for that page, that is the page. So you will be able to join after answering the question. Just go and apply in any capacity, especially if you are an inventor, an innovator, an investor, a philanthropist, or if you have any ability or marketing ability, or you know how to connect, or you know how to, anything you can do and you know you can bring something to the table, go and join that community on Facebook, and then you'll be able to be helping one another to come ahead. You see this jacket I'm wearing there. It's my, I designed that myself. It's my own
Wow,
innovation.
very nice.
Yeah, so it's innovative. Every time I dress, I try to be innovative. So
It is really nice. Nobody can miss it. It's really nice.
okay, so that's what I wanted to add to that particular question.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you so much for that. Before we go to the next question, as somebody that's been following you and a mentee, you said something about the race for survival is an order. I'm going to add to that by saying people, and you said it already, you said people are in a hurry. A lot of people are in a hurry to make money. A lot of people are in a hurry to do this and do that. But what I found out is that, for example, in America, people have what I call fear. They have fear. They are afraid if they can pay their bills this month, or they can pay this bill or that bill this month. So that fear drives them to want to do something and meet the needs. But what I will say to you viewers is that you need to, if you have not, you need to join DSA's mentorship program. I have followed him for 15 years, and this is what I discovered. He made me connect to God. I connected to God in such a way that I know him as a father. And what God as a father expects from us is that we should love his children, his other human beings. Yeah. What I realize is that for example, this that I'm doing now, it's not today we started this. I learned this from DSA a long time ago. When I first met DSA, I was a pastor of a local church. Just 6 months after listening to almost over 200 messages of DSA, I started a computer school in that locality. We started feeding motorcycle riders and preaching to them. So what God expects us is that when you start caring for people, before you know it, he takes care of your needs. He gives you ideas. That is, for me, I don't have any need now. That is when it comes to money. No, I don't think of it. I don't think of money. I don't think their bills. I don't think about them. Money comes and takes care of them. So people have this fear that, oh, these bills, I may not be able to pay this. They may take my car away. Then forget about it. God is so much that he takes, everybody just go. Join the mentorship program. Is coming. You will get to the level that DSA has been talking about, that I'm talking about as well. Just go and join the mentorship program. You will get to that level. Thank you so much, sir. So this next question quickly is, I actually made it the number one. In Africa, we have an Anglophone and Francophone. So now we have not really been able, I don't know what the plan is, but the question is, I'm from a Francophone country in Africa. How can we get these teachings in French?
This particular innovative and creative hour?
Yeah, this one, or maybe other of your teachings, especially this one, because this the subject, the topic for today.
We will need them to join us. We will need they themselves to join us and partner with us. And because since we don't know the language, they will need, and it is to their interest for it to be in the French language. They've got to join us and help us to translate and convert our materials to French language. We cannot do that. Okay. Only they can do that.
Okay. Thank you so much. So we might need some English speakers that also speak French. Yeah, and do conversions to join the community as well.
Because the person who is asking that question probably understands English. That's why the person is able to know that he needs what he's hearing. And if that's the case, we are already doing our best by sacrificing our time, our money, and our resources to be able to bring about this material even in English language. Now, they too will need to do a similar sacrifice to get it to their language.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. The next question is, I have all I need and I'm not religious. How can I be part of a change that is coming to Nigeria because I live here?
Oh, okay. We have a mechanism whereby you could go and join our Nigerian transformation project. It is sundayadelajablog.com/Nigeria. So sundayadelajablog.com/Nigeria. Anybody that wants to join the Nigerian project, you want to either go with us or contribute something to the project in Nigeria and Africa, you need to go to my blog, sundayadelajablog.com/Nigeria. Just like with the mentorship, sundayadelajablog.com/mentorship. This one will be sundayadelajablog.com/Nigeria. Those of you who want to come to Ukraine, for example, for the HMT, or to just meet with us, is sundayadelajablog.com/visit. So it's the same blog, sundayadelajablog.com. When it comes to mentorship, it is /mentorship. When it comes to Nigerian project, it is /Nigeria. When it comes to visiting, it is /visit.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. This one, I think this one is for you as well, sir. He says, what can churches do? Those that have started to believe in your teachings and want to make a 360-degree turnaround and start to implement some of these teachings. I think it's double-sided, but what do you have to say about that, sir?
Okay, if these people are pastors who are asking these questions, I have good news for them. Just like or maybe pastors or full-time ministers or ministers, gospel ministers, church ministers. I have a burden to start. Maybe next week we might start, and just like we are doing this creative and innovative hour. I want to start every week on every Friday, maybe in a week's time, every Friday, just like we are doing with you now. We want to do similar thing for pastors and for ministers. So how to be pastoring, how to pastor without tears, how to be a pastor without tears. Or maybe we'll call it ministering without tears, or how to be a minister without tears, or how to be a pastor without tears. So, but it's going to be a program geared to Christian ministers who want to build churches, or who are already having churches, or who want to do any form of Christian work. I want to share my experiences with them. Maybe they want to build a multicultural church. Maybe they want to know how to get the church out of the four walls of the church. Maybe they want to be able to attract multicultural. Maybe they want to know how to grow their church. Maybe they want to know how to do the kingdom church. Anything that is in connection to ministry, church, and everything like that, that is the kind of contribution that we would like to bring in for people who are, who are ministers. So we are going to be able to answer those questions more directly every week like this. Because many people are mistakenly thinking that I am tearing down the church and I hate pastors. So these other, some things you need to tear down. There is time for everything. There is time for that. But I have a burden for pastors to know how to do it right. I've been telling them all along what are the ways you shouldn't do church, and what are the things that shouldn't be done in church. Now I'm going to be starting this series that will be teaching them on what to do, how to do it, and how to do church the God way and the kingdom way. So I think that will be every Friday at the same time, 7 p.m. Ukraine time, or 5 p.m. Nigerian time, and 5 p.m. British time. So it's going to be like what we're having right now, but you are having this on innovation every Sunday, but that one will be every Friday. In the meanwhile, I will.
Thank you so much.
In the meanwhile, I will advise these people to go and join the mentorship program as well. sundayadelajablog.com/mentorship, and register even with their pastors. And also, I will encourage them to go and get as many of my books as possible, especially Church Shift, Kingdom Driven Life, Pastor Face Your Calling, the team building skills of Jesus. So these are, and Pastoring Without Tears. So these are some of the books that these people could, get on Amazon or on DSS books at gmail.com. DSS books at gmail.com. So these are some of the things they could do to already begin to get themselves prepared. But besides that, I also have a whole series on YouTube that is called the Church and Cult series. Church and Cult series. So that Church and Cult series is talking about church. What are the requirements to start a church, and what is the calling of a church, and things like that. So they could also begin to explore those teachings on on cult and church and cult on YouTube.
All right. Thank you so much for that response. The next question, I think this one is me. It says, I have skills and I know I can help with this change and renewal in Nigeria and Africa. What's next? Well, what's next is for you to just join the creative, that is DSA African Creative and Innovation Community. That is what is next. You have skills you want to use to benefit your fellow Africans. You can be from any part of the world, in America, in England, in Europe, in South America, Russia, Asia, anywhere you are in the world and you are of African descent, and you know you can help with change and renewal in Nigeria and Africa, go and join that group. And also I want to say this quickly, some of our viewers, you know somebody that is doing something great in Africa, or maybe a paid sector in Africa, somebody that has become an icon in their own field of industry, and you think they should come on this program to speak about their story from obscurity to prominence, the lessons they learn, the barriers they face, just to teach somebody. If you think you know somebody like that and you have their direct contact, reach out to us. The contacts for DSA and myself is at the end of the program. Reach out to us. We're going to invite them on this program, and they will be interviewing them, and they'll be sharing with us as well. But the most important for you as someone with skills is to go join that community and use your skills there to benefit everyone.
Yeah, and also anybody that might have already some innovations or inventions, you don't have to bring your secrets to us, at least the idea. You might want to come and present it on the platform here, so that people could, we could present you, the world could know about you, the sponsors could know about you, the financiers could know about you, the philanthropists could get to know you, and you might want to go to present your innovation and invention before some group of people. So, if you have some ideas that could lead to development of our people, our continent, and you have something that you're already working on, you have some products on ground, we will also host you on this program, give you a platform to the nations of the world, and you'll be able to find a lot of people who might be interested in sponsoring you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to add something. I believe, DSA, you will agree with this. So, just the people you're talking about that have invented something, have done one thing or the other. YouTube is a great strategy to showcase what you have done. You may not want to show it now, but write to contact us on this platform. There may be need for you to create a video, even though you don't put it on YouTube. But try and see if you can create a video of your invention and send to us. But that will be part of the process, because we may not be in Africa, but we want to see exactly what you have done. And down the road, we might package your whatever you're doing in form of a YouTube video or whatever. But there has to be something tangible to show what you are actually done. So you may write to us, you may show pictures, but the best way, one of the strategies is going to be via video.
Yeah, and like I said, you should always be ready to also defend and present your ideas. Maybe you don't even have inventions, but you have the ideas. So the easiest thing to do is to go to Facebook Messenger, look for Sola Adele, or you look for you are already here, just go to the inbox and write to me about what you want to do, or write to my email, pastor@godembassy.org.
Right. All right, sir. Thank you so much for that. This question is for you, sir. It says,
Yes.
do I have to be a Christian or born again to be part of this change?
Oh, no. You can be a Muslim, you can be a non-religion. You just need to be a human being that wants to use his mind.
Okay, that's good. Everybody, you heard that. You don't have to be religious, you don't have to be born again, but you want to, you have a heart to support and be a blessing to Africa. That is all you need. Then we will be bringing people that have made marks in their field of industry, starting, I believe, and starting from next week. Then for, I think, let me see if we have any other question here. Okay, this says, one more question here, sir. This says, if feeding myself is the most basic human need, which is also my challenge now, how do I handle that in order for me to focus on these teachings?
Well, I've spoken about that many times before. Just make sure that you go. Just make sure that you go and make sure you go and look for a job, maybe for 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day, a minimum job that will allow you just to feed yourself, but that will not steal you away from your destiny. So go and find something you could do right now in the meanwhile that will, help you to stand on your feet, to sustain yourself while you are working on the big picture of your life.
All right. Thank you so much. Since we still have some time, I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey, except maybe you have something to say.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm just going to say a little bit about my journey again, coming from Africa to the United States. When I came here, the need to sustain one's family is always there. But I remember one time I walked into the courthouse here in Houston, and I just went ahead and established two companies just in one day. And I believe people need to come to that place where you have courage. The Bible talk about Joshua. He said, be courageous, because the task ahead is not for kids. It's for men. It's for men that want to see, that want to follow what God has put in their heart. So when I came here, I first got an idea for my invention. I wrote it down. After I wrote it down, I started doing research. How can I bring this thing to bear? That is why we talked about inventors or anybody with innovative mind. You have to have patience. So I started by researching, is it viable? Is this something that is needed in our world? And one of the things we ought to know is that if you invent something, like somebody, I spoke with somebody in the past week, 2 weeks ago, the person told me about their invention. We talked about it. I said, that's a great idea. But by the time we go on Google and check, it has been invented already. So you have to find out what you created. Is it unique? You have to do your search yourself. When you finish doing your search, you don't see it anywhere, then you're still going to meet a patent lawyer or a patent agent who are going to do what they call, I think they call it preliminary search. They're going to search the database of the United States Patent and Trademark Office to see if anybody have created something like that. If they find that somebody have created it, you close shop from there. You go look for something else to develop. But what am I trying to say? When I did that, the patent agent search, there's nothing like my invention, but there are others that are close to it, and he felt it was obvious enough, it was patentable enough for us to proceed, and we proceeded with it. We proceeded with this. I started to spend money. You will spend money too, because one of the problems we have in Africa is that like we have a lot of questions from our brothers saying, oh, if I bring my invention, what will happen to it? Won't somebody steal it? How is it secured? And how is this? How is that? But listen to this. Whatever you're doing to benefit people, it makes you to become selfless. It makes you to become selfless. It is agreed that you have to protect your invention, but you will come to a point where you have to share it with somebody. Whatever idea you don't share, it stays with you. But whatever idea you share, it starts to grow and start to benefit people. For example, this platform, I shared the idea with Dr. Sunday, and it's growing now. It's growing. So after the patent agent looked through my invention and thought it was obvious, it was patentable, we proceeded by searching. After we did that, we now have to put together the invention. The invention that is just an idea in my head. It was just an idea in my head. You cannot believe that this patent agent explained the invention in 50 pages.
Wow.
Something that is just in your head. They have to explain it in 50 pages. So that is the process. After it is explained in that 50 pages, they now have to submit it to the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and then minimum time they will respond to looking at your invention is 3 years.
Wow.
It's 3 years. So that is why I said inventors are the most patient people around. That is why one of the things we're saying in these days is that, okay, let me just continue with my story. I did that. I started spending money because in America, when you make an invention, it's like you are in a court. You are trying to defend your case that, yes, I did this. Is it real? They start to check your invention. So to defend your invention before the examiner, you need money. You have to pay money to the agent. You have to pay money to the patent lawyer. So I spent close to $10,000. But this man was, for one reason or the other, he wasn't representing me well, and I had to abandon that invention. It was patent pending, they received it, and it was going through the process, but I was spending so much money, I had to put it down because this man wasn't representing me well. What do? I didn't give up. I still continue. If some of you, if you go on my Facebook page, you will see where one of my pages that I found has talked about an app and a security app there. I tried to raise money for that to $25,000. I couldn't raise that money. It didn't stop me. Dr. Sunday, who is our mentor, if he tells you the amount of hurdles he has faced to get to where he is now. So that is how champions are. So this, this program is an inspirational and motivational program. Is to tell you that never give up. If you're an inventor, never give. Whoever you are, don't ever give up. Don't give up. Keep pursuing these things you have in your heart. So I let that go. I still want continue. I formed about 4 companies. There's one company I formed that has to do with auto auction. I buy cars from auction, then I sell it. I fix the car and sell it. But I used to tell myself that you are unique. You don't do what everybody is doing, because that's what all Nigerians were doing. They buy cars from auction, fix it up, and sell it. I said, you're unique. You shouldn't do that. So, and the funny thing is that even the first or second or third car that I, tried to do business with, I wasn't making good money. So I said, no, this is not me. I always come up with unique things. Until God continued to encourage me. God continued to encourage me. I set up those other 2 companies. It wasn't going where it's supposed to go. Even till today, there's one of the companies I set up. They still call me regarding that company. I said, no, that company is closed. We don't have those services again. But what am I saying? You continue striving. You continue striving. Then I was doing a job one time in downtown Houston when God now told me about this idea for my current company. And even before that time, I saw the need in the industry. So that's one of the keys. That's one of the ingredients for every innovator. Look for needs. Look for needs. Look for human needs. I saw the need. The idea came, but I tried to put the company together, but I wasn't able to. Then when I was working in downtown Houston, God said, it is time. Go set up that company. I put it together. Even though there were so many hurdles, I put it together. I had this partner, technical partner. He works with an IT company, this like software companies. He was able to put the infrastructure, the app, the coding, develop, because he's a developer, he's a Scrum Master actually. He was able to do the codings and everything for our applications and put it together. And even at that, we were using money out of our pockets, mostly from my pockets, to build this company. We got to a point, we don't have money, we can't move forward. Another thing with innovators is that even when you lack money, ideas can make way for you. I was watching Shark Tank the other day. These people had millions of dollars. They had a product. They had this product, but what did they do? Because they had so much money, they thought money is what will bring the product to make them, to make them famous or whatever. They were pouring money on the product, but this product was not the right product. When they got to the panel of the judges on Shark Tank, they said they don't want to invest. They're not going to invest. They said you have put too much money, but you didn't realize that your product is not something people want to invest in. So even if you don't have money, your mind, for some months, we couldn't move our idea. We couldn't move our company to the next level for some months. So one day I called my partner and I said, hey, what do? We started thinking. Then I was driving one day. I believe God, the inspiration just came from God, say, why don't you use another platform like WhatsApp and others to use temporarily for your company? The idea came, I know so many professionals, I know so many companies. Before you know it, I set up a group on WhatsApp. We set up the group, we did it as a pilot run. So right now in the world we live in innovators, you have to understand that there are so many products already that are free that you can use. Google, all kind of things that are free. So we started using that platform to connect people. And as time goes on, we were able to now raise money and launch the company and launch our product online. So we use both platforms to do what we are doing now. And now we have paying customers. So what am I trying to say? You are going to go through this road. Everybody's going to walk through this road, but you never give up. You have to focus and keep at what you're doing and know that when the time comes, God is going to take you to the next level. And what we're saying to Africans is that don't do these things in isolation. We have now created a hub. We have created a community that you come on the community. We're going to help you, just like DSA said. We're going to help you to connect to the people that you need to take you to the next level.
Can you mention the Facebook community again?
Yes.
Yeah, so that people could.
Right. The Facebook community is.
Yeah.
The Facebook community is called DSA African Creative and Innovation Community. DSA African Creative and Innovation Community. Go ahead and join us in the coming days or weeks. Maybe we'll coin it as DSIC. That is right there on your screen. Search for it on Facebook. Everybody you know that is a resource person. Everybody you know, that's why we put the name there, African. It's all encompassing. Everybody, both in Africa and in diaspora, we're expecting everybody to join. So go ahead, join. You will answer a few questions to make you understand that we have a purpose. We have a reason why we set this up. Then answer those few questions. The admin, myself, and Ms. Mayowa, Ms. Adeola, and others that the great team DSA has there, who are also admin with us, they're going to approve you to join. So go ahead, everybody join, and we know for a fact that this will take us to the next level. We'll be doing great things, as God wants. The light now is shining on Africa. The light is, people are getting to understand that something is coming from Africa. And God is putting us together for us to help our people. So that is what I can say now. And for everybody to also join, we are encouraging our members. We're encouraging everybody to join the mentorship program, because that is what is going to take you to, it's going to take you to a level of understanding where you know the reason why you are living, the reason why you are alive. Everybody needs, we need to live for something that is bigger than us. If you are not living for something that is bigger than you, and what is bigger than you? Helping others. Just look for something you can do to help others, and that is real life. The Bible says, what is real, pure religion is to visit the fatherless, the widows, the strangers, just to help people. Jesus said, they asked him, what is the greatest commandment? He said, the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God. And the second one is to love your neighbor as yourself. And that is what I have been doing since I met DSA. And God has always met all my needs. While I'm trying to meet the needs of the kingdom, God is meeting my own needs. So, and that's how it's been working. That's how DSA has taught. And that's how I've been living my life for many years now. So we expect everybody to join, even after this program today, to join the group. And on the platform that is on the community, there will be some tasks that, for example, somebody may ask, who is in America? Another thing I want to point out quickly is that our admin on the group, we're looking for our admin to come from all the time zones of the world. All the time zones of the world. Because our admin will be in America, Asia, all the time zones, so that we become like a community that never sleeps. So when somebody has a question from Africa, and you're asking that question at the time that people in America are asleep, you will be able to have someone in African continent with you there who is on the admin to answer your questions. So we're trying to make sure that everybody is covered. Everybody is covered. Bill Gates said something. He said, business at the speed of thought. Business at the speed of thought. There are some things you can miss in a second, and it will cost you so much. So we want to be there for everybody. Any need you have, bring it on the platform. DSA will be coming up with needs regarding things for Africa as well. For example, once we have the time to move to Nigeria, there are things that will be needed. It will be shared on the platform. You're going to write to the admin. Then there we go. So the platform is a real life, real time community that is living and breathing. There's no need like you have to send an email, and it's real time, is living and breathing, is connecting everybody at every moment. So that's what I have to say now. Join the mentorship program, very important. Read as many DSA books as you can read. It's very, very important. Some people wonder why am I here? It's as a result of the things I've been able to study. So read as many DSA books as you can read. Join the mentorship program, and we hope to connect with you. Not only here, we're coming on this program, but now we've created a platform where we can continue the connections. A lot of people have written to me, oh, I want to join you, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm going to invite everybody, almost 50 of them. I'm going to invite everybody to say, okay, you want to join me, you want to do this, all right, let's go to the platform. And we'll continue from there, because the work goes on from, like today is Sunday, the work goes on from Monday till we come back next Sunday. All the connections is coming, people, I'm talking to business people, and everything is going on. So thank you so much. That's all I have to say right now. I don't know if you have something to add.
Well, Sola, you've done a great job. Thank you so very much. And I must say thank you to everybody that has been sharing the message. Go share the message again. Go share it in your timeline, in your friends' timeline. Go put it in your inbox, in your friends' inboxes, and go share it in groups, in Facebook groups all over the internet. And yeah, let's spread the word. And let's bring everybody that you think should be on this platform. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much, Sola. And I will continue in the next 25 minutes the message on the generation of temple cleansers and idol smashers. So that's what we'll continue tonight. Please. Thank you so much. Blessings.